Let's go get the game. You ready? What's going on, everybody? We will get to the thrifting in just a second, but for now we have more important things to tend to, and that is, it is Zelda Tears of the Kingdom release day, so we're looking for this game. Let's see if we can find it. That's so cool. Can we see it real quick? Thank you. There it is. Awesome. All right. Let's do it.
Card.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna pay with the card, yeah. That was way easier than I expected. So let's get to the stores. We're gonna do some thrifting, and then we're gonna test this game out to see if it's any good. I have absolutely no doubt that we're gonna have a ton of fun playing it this weekend. But let's go shopping first. So we've gotten the dad part out of the way. Let's go ahead and head into the stores and do a little bit of thrifting. Zelda is such a huge franchise. It was a huge part of my childhood, right? And the whole family loves it. Like, we absolutely love it. We've been looking forward to this day for a really long time, and I struggled with those pre-orders. So walking into that store early in the morning to get our copy is amazing. Thanks for taking the trip with me. Let's get into this. Did you see that? Was that one golf ball? What was the price on that? $6? Like, get with it, people. Anyway, I'm looking at some sporting goods here. I'm going to take this Easton glove. It's only $5. It's very mid, right? So I have it listed I cleaned it up, have it listed for $20. The model number was BX1300B. The glove is still pretty firm. Like, it's almost like it's not 100% broken in, so it didn't really get a ton of use. So maybe we have that going to working for us and working to our advantage. But $20, I want to move that quickly, even though we are right in kind of the middle, so to speak, of baseball season, at least for thrifters. And the listings to sold in the last 90 days ratio was pretty good. So we'll grab that. I'm going to skip the wrestling figure. I ran comps on him, even though I don't remember what the name was there. And they were not good. Only maybe one or two solds that looked even halfway decent. So we'll leave him behind and then look at some of the plush here. Anytime I go into a store I haven't been in for a while, I have to like go through it once, go through it twice, go through it 3 times, because I definitely missed something. Like, that looks like a polo bear right below the one I just threw down there. I don't think it was, but it did have that like polo looking American flag shirt on it. So skipped over all of that stuff, and they have a very small shoe section in this location. So I looked at a couple. I actually missed a pair. You'll see me pick them back up here in a second that are on the bottom shelf, but not a large selection. In fact, they've consolidated it. They used to have shoes, I think, all over the store, or at least above some of the racks, and they're not doing that here anymore. They've just moved it into one location. It looked like they were consolidating a lot of things in the store, which is kind of a bad sign if you ask me. So it doesn't look like any growth going on. It just looks like we're getting smaller. But as far as the shoes go, nothing here that I love at first glance. And I am selling my shoes really consistently. Just sold a pair of Hokas, I think, for $80 or $90. And yeah, my shoe sales are going well. So nothing there. Move over to electronics. I thought that might have been one of those sleep machines here. I'm definitely going to grab this Microsoft keyboard, though. It's only $6. It's the ergonomic keyboard. It's the first version, model 4000. You can see it on the tag there in the middle back. I sold this for $60 pretty quickly. I'm still waiting for payment, but it did sell basically like within hours of me listing it. This is a very good seller. It's a very in-demand keyboard for reasons I can't really explain. So great seller and a very fast seller. I'm hoping that $60 sale comes through. One of them, the comps you just saw me put up there, just sold today for $65. So that's a great find right there. I'll take that one. $60 on 6 is a fantastic return. So we'll keep on keeping on here. There's actually, you'll see me look at this canvas bag around the corner. I'm almost certain I sold this exact bag recently, and I found it at the bins. It's True Religion, and I swear it's the exact same bag. This one here, it's got way too much wear. So you can see the wear on the back right there, and they want $6 for it. No way. Even if it had the wear like that at the bins, I would pass it up, even though I do like True Religion, certain True Religion pieces for resale. Not all of it is going to be great, but if you can get it cheap enough, at a place like the bins, $20, $30 for that canvas bag would have been fair. There are other items or other niches like their hats that do better. So just keep that in mind if you're not familiar with True Religion, but I'm leaving that behind. I am going to grab this coffee mug here. It's a Zoomy Ion mug. If you look at the back, once I get it out of the bag, it doesn't look like it's ever been used, right? It looks, because you would have to peel that like little yellow sticker off. So I think I can sell this brand new open box. It has the plug, it has the lid, it has the warmer that it sits in. And I'm going to be aggressive with my price here and list it at $25. The brand that you want to pay attention to if we're talking about like electronic coffee warmers is Ember. Ember seems to be doing extremely well right now. We're talking $50, $60, $70 pre-owned. They even have like a tumbler sized one that sits on that electronic warmer that is selling for $100 to $200 brand new. So Ember is definitely a brand you want to keep your eye out for, but I'm satisfied with the Zoomy Ion mug. I'm pretty sure $25 will sell that brand new without the box or brand new open box. So little piece of cast iron that I left behind there, but these shelves look bare. Like this is not the greatest sign for one of the stores in my area. Most of the stores, with the exception of a few, are pretty well stocked. This one looks like it's struggling. So we go back to the shoes. This is the pair I missed the first time. These are a little bit less expensive than in some of the stores I shop at, but I saw a comp on a slip-on, exact same size, exact same pattern that sold for $40. I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive because Vans and me don't mix very well. I'm going to list these for $27. We'll see what happens if they sell in like the $22, $23, $24 range, if not for full price, which is obviously always my goal, selling it for my max asking price. But I'll take that. I just sold a pair of Vans recently, although I don't sell a ton of them. I do like that pattern. I did like the condition that they were in, so I will grab them. And again, I'm selling shoes so quickly now that I need to replenish them, and I want to get paid for my time every time I'm in a store. So even if I have to like buckle a little bit here, I'll go ahead and take them because this isn't a store I'm going to find a million items in. So that's it for that one. We're going to go into another store and see if we can try our luck here. Interesting homage ESPN piece here. I didn't look it up. I didn't necessarily have to, because in this version of Datagonia, we've got a Los Gatos fuzzy hoodie. So this is they market this to girls. Like it should just be unisex, but it's a girl's Los Gatos hooded fleece, size 10 medium, navy blue. These, I think they retailed around $70. Got a little bit of got some marks on it, but it cleaned up and it photographed well. So probably no more for me than $30, but clean enough. And I will pick Patagonia up regardless of the season, because I know that is just a matter of time before it sells. And then I'm also going to move over to another rack and grab this Champion reverse weave, even though we've discussed this before. But if you're not familiar with it, the numbers are stating that Champion reverse weave is really flooding the market. There's a couple of Martha's Vineyard Champion reverse weave sweatshirts that have sold for a pretty high dollar amount. This one here, it has some wear, and I haven't looked close enough to determine if the tag is from the 80s or the 90s. I'm kind of leaning the 90s, like Y2K era. You can see the wear around the collar, and then we've got a little bit of a stain on the arm. So you just disclose all of those, And then I'm going to list it for $80. We'll see what happens. I have a feeling if it sells at all within the next 90 days, it's going to sell between $65 and $80. So we'll see what happens there. I love these Hello Kitties, but I really try to stay away from Shine, even though we're buying it secondhand at this point. I just don't like supporting that brand. But those were super cute. So we're going to check these hats out. Now, I've got a couple of interesting things going on here. I've got 6 hats here, and some are new with tags, and some look like they're new, but they don't have the tags. The company is GCAP. It's GCC. We've got a couple Seattle Mariners, a couple of San Diego Padres, and then I think a Boston one and a Houston Astros one. I cannot find any consistent comparables for these hats. If you look at the back, and there's the sticker right there, they're not snapback hats, so they have a strap in the back, but brand new with tags, very vintage, definitely in season. I can't envision a scenario where I can't sell these for between $25 and $30. These hats are extreme, with the exception of a little bit of dust here, extremely clean. I think it's 100% wool, and you just don't see this that often. So something unique here, and we're in baseball season. I'm going to grab all 6 of those. Again, these could end up, I could list some of them. I could put them in wholesale boxes for you folks. I could put some in your giveaway boxes, but $25 to $30 is more than fair. I'm leaving this Ohio State hat behind, even though you can see some autographs on the front because it's totally destroyed. So that was unfortunate because that could have been cool. I didn't identify who the signatures were. I didn't take the time or spend the time to look any of it up. But those GCC hats, vintage with the tags, $30 I gotta believe is a steal, even though they're not snapback hats. That's the one thing where I'm like, man, this would be a complete home run. And to be honest, if they were snapback hats, they wouldn't be priced at $30. Those would be in the $50, $60 range. So I think I'm being fair. We'll move over to a cart that rolled out here, and we have a pair of Birkenstocks Shearling Mink slip-ons here. These are women's size 38. Now, if you go onto like retailers' websites, including I think Birkenstock has these in stock still, they're $170 brand new. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have the only pair of 38s in this colorway combination and size. I could be wrong, but because of their condition, soles are in excellent shape. We just got a little bit of like sock residue, like that has to be pulled out of the mink, which is no problem. I'm going to list these for $100. I think that's the correct price to list them at. I'm not going to respect some of the comparables that I see, because I see some. One had damage that was in the $20 range. One of them was an auction and only went up to $36. I'm not going to pay any attention to those. I think the correct price for that pair pre-owned is $100. And you're going to pay, I even saw some selling brand new on eBay for over $200, even though, again, you can get them for $170 brand new on separate retailers. So that just goes to show you, people shop where they're comfortable, and, I'm not going to assume they didn't know that they could get them cheaper. I'm assuming that they like eBay as the marketplace to do the majority of their shopping, so they're willing to pay up. Next thing, these are, to me, a no-brainer. These are very hard to find. Women's size 10 Crocs, Sloan Vivid Blooms. The comparables for the last 90 days for a couple of size 4s are in the $20 range. Again, I think that's incorrect for what I want to do with these at a size 10. I saw some on Terapeak selling in the $30 to $35 range. I think, if I remember correctly, they'll be on the screen. I think the correct price for those is $35. That's what I'm going to list those at. They just are not, they're basically impossible to find anywhere right now, but super cute and in very good condition. Listen, people will pay $100 for Crocs too, so listing those at $35 is no problem to a lot of people. So that's the correct price for that. I'm also going to grab this Vera Bradley little hipster bag in plaid, brand new with tags. There was a lot of Vera Bradley that came out, but this is the only one that I was interested in because I did like the comparables. My brain's a little fuzzy on the price I paid. I want to say $5. It could have been $6, $7, somewhere around there, but I'm going to list that for in between $40 and $45. I'll probably list it for $40. There was one exact comp that was sold for $45, but was a best offer was taken, and I didn't research farther than that, but I like that Vera Bradley bag. Very light, easy to photograph and ship, and those are some of the best listings too. So at $5, if that's what I paid, even if it was $7, to be honest with you, it's still a great return on $40. So Just a friendly reminder again, this is what your shelves start to look like when your foot traffic stays the same, but people buy less and the volume of donations you get stays the same. This is like totally stacked here. And it might not look like it at glancing it from this perspective, but stacked full of stuff that you're not moving because those basic tumblers are not worth $9. Just a reminder. And I'm going to grab these Kate Spade. This is like Kate Spade and Lenox, right? Can you see that? Lenox at the top, Kate Spade at the bottom. They are a pair of just like wine, champagne, flutes. I think they were Pearl Alley. I forget what the style was. There was a comp on the screen, and I will put it up for around maybe $35 or so. That comp did have an extra wine glass with it. But I like the polka dots. These look pretty clean, no chips. And it is the set of 2. So I'm going to test these at $30 because I think each glass is only going to cost me 99 cents. So I will take both of these. Again, we'll try them out at $30. I mean, geez, even if they sell for in between 20 and 25, it's still good on 2 as a return. And again, I like to keep very large margins. So I think $30 is good. I thought if you bought those brand new when I was doing my research, they were like $70, $80 just for the set of 2. And they came in like the gold color. There was maybe also a silver color option that you could get, but $30 I think is fair. Looking over my own shoulder here to see if there's anything that catches my eye the second time around. I miss a lot in the glass area. It's not really an area of expertise for me, but I do check it because I do always kind of want to learn, and I like those Kate Spade glasses. So I'm going to grab these Armani jeans too. A lot of the comparables that you see come from the United Kingdom. And so maybe these will sell slower, so they're not as popular here in the US. I'm not 100% sure. They're special edition, indigo. They were style 010 on the inside of the button. But they're clean. They have a nice stonewash look to them. They have all of the jewelry working and nothing is missing. So a size 32, I think they were a 32, but I'm going to price those at $50. I don't pick up jeans very much anymore because they raised the price to $9, so they don't really leave a lot of room these days. But Armani jeans that were clean like that, size 32, wheelhouse size, $50 definitely. Also going to grab this small cast iron pan from Griswold. It's a number 3 in the I don't know what the significance of the 709M is because I'm not 100% comfortable with cast iron, but comparables look like they sell in the $30 to $35 range. There's one list, the cheapest one listed is $35. I will probably match that. I left this one behind because I couldn't find a mark on it, and the comparables for like unbranded ones that were 8-inch like this didn't look that great. This could have been Wagner, Sydney, it could have been Griswold, but I left that one behind. I'm going to take the other one instead. I also like the Disney Afternoon sweatshirt here. This was a box lunch exclusive. It's long sold out. It's a size large. And I went into Terapeak to get 2 years worth of data. Not much to go on. It's completely sold out on box lunch at this point. But there was an XL that sold brand new for $40. I think the retail price on these was $45 when they were in store. I'm going to price this one at $40 because it's hard to find and I know it will sell. So for me, the correct price for that one is $40. And again, I think that one is $4.99. It's going to cost me something along those lines. But I'm surprised with the amount of Disney stuff that you can find on the market. Some of those like one-off items like that, they sell well. And it's always surprising to me just because of the sheer amount of Disney that you have to sift through when you're doing your research here. This is also a Champion reverse weave, but I'm leaving this behind. The collar was cut, the tag was cut, and quite honestly, recent comparables, there aren't any with veil on the front. So where we had a couple of Martha's Vineyard sales, nothing on veil. I'm leaving that one behind. I'm also leaving the spread machine behind, except for taking out the pan and the paddles. So for $9, I took those out, leaving the machine behind because I want nothing to do with testing it at this point, but $60 for the pan and paddles on the inside. And now let's take a look at these giveaway boxes. In box number 1, I'm going to add the Vera Bradley bag, brand new with tags. That goes in there. $40 to $45 on that. I'm also, and these are so hard for me to give away because I want to sell them as amazing as they are. I'm going to throw these in there as well. I think you get $35 for those. That brings the value of this box around $800. We are like 1 to 2 videos away from closing that one out. And then in box number 2 that has the Nintendo Switch, I'm going to put this personal grail in the spirit of The Legend of Zelda. I'm not going to price this. I'm going to put it in the box because it's May 12th. It's like a holiday for us here. This was my personal shirt, men's size large. I'm not really wearing it anymore, but it's Zelda Day for us. That's going in the box. No value. I'm not going to count that. But what I am going to put in there is a Psycho Bunny V-neck t-shirt, black, easy $25 here. This is a good brand to look for resale. So that V-neck in there, that's $25. I've got the Instagram influencers dream pants right here, Gymshark. I've sold these before. I think I've sold this exact pair color where it's like a berry color. $25 on those. And I'm also throwing in the Armani jeans. That all goes into box number 2. $800 value on this box, $800 value on this box. And of course, the box that has the Nintendo Switch gets the Legend of Zelda shirt as a complimentary piece. No game footage, sorry, we're waiting on the rest of the crew. My oldest daughter insisted that we wait before we open it, so I'm gonna go ahead and respect that, but $97 is what I paid for everything you saw me source in the video. My total listed value for all of those items comes to $792. Now, if you need me, you know where to find me. I'm gonna be on the couch playing video games for the rest of the day and possibly the weekend. Brendan here, Dad Planet, the One Man Show. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you're not already subscribed and you want a chance to win one of those boxes, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And I thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.